And so now you got a guy who's got higher stock. So JJ McCarthy's stock is higher. It's higher than everybody's right now, the way he's going. He's got higher stock than Sam Darnold. So that might be a slight upgrade. If you're able to get him to do in Minnesota what he did at the University of Michigan, have him just be there, be a conductor, get the ball to playmakers, don't screw up, make nice high percentage passes, and be a circumstantial system quarterback, it could work. He looks the part, though. That's what a lot of people are falling for, the part. The eye black. Oh, the good-looking kid in the pocket. What other cliches? Smart, makes the right plays.
Good on the board. Good on the board.
Oh, he's good
Don't forget good on the board.
And we put him on the board. Here's a story. I'm going to tell you a story. Somebody's going to tell this story because they all tell these stories about quarterbacks. Listen, we went out to dinner. No, we were in the room. We were in the room. We went over some concepts. We went out to dinner, and it blew our minds. We came back from dinner, and he just regurgitated everything back to us. What great retention. Just a student of the game. Just really understood what we were trying to do. You can tell he's got a high ceiling and he's got a high floor. Okay.
Michael,
good luck to you.
Listen.
Good luck to you with Sam Darnold.
I'm sorry. I can't take you seriously because you have absolutely no credibility in this department. You have zero credibility in this conversation. I'm not even sure why I gave you the floor to discuss JJ McCarthy because on most subjects, almost every other subject,
Come on, man.
I can trust you as being an objective. No, not in this context. No, generally speaking,
that ain't got nothing to do with
it. Look, I ain't even had to say it. I
know what you're thinking.
Everybody watching know. Marcellus knew. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Hey man, hail to the victors.
You cannot discuss a Michigan player objectively and impartially and without bias. Like if JJ McCarthy looked the part but did so in a different uniform, you'd probably be singing a different tune. You're the same dude that was like all in on Zach Wilson coming out of BYU. All in on Zach Wilson. Loved him, okay?
Yeah, I did.
There's no reason for you to not like JJ McCarthy other than the fact
I like him. I like JJ McCarthy. I like him. I mean, like he's nice. Yeah, I mean, he's a nice quarterback. Everybody knows that. He's a nice quarterback.
But you also know quarterbacks get overdrafted too. Like, what don't you get? Let's get to the heart of it. What don't you get about his rise through this process? Because you know how quarterbacks get overdrafted, generally speaking.
Well, okay, quarterbacks get overdrafted. What I don't understand about his rise is how he rose over some other quarterbacks who might be overdrafted, like Bo Nix, like Michael Penix Jr. I mean, they're not talking. Those guys are not being described as top 5 picks, and in some cases, there's one rumor out there that the Patriots. I mean, lots of rumors. I mean, it's draft time. Everybody's lying. Most people are lying, and playing some kind of games, some kind of shell games. But even the rumor of JJ McCarthy going to the Patriots at 3, Elliott Wolf supposedly loves him, is going to take him right there at 3. 2 spots after Caleb Williams? Wow, it just surprises me. That's what I don't get. I don't get how he rose over some of the others.
Okay, no, that's fair. I get the fascination. I get the intrigue. I mean, you know how these coaches are, and if we get him in our system and our coaching. And I told a story. I love talking about, the Hall of Fame, the late Hall of Fame scout Bill Nunn with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, don't tell me what he can't do. That's coaching. But like, tell me about his tools. Tell me about his athleticism. Tell me about the stuff that we can't teach. And if McCarthy he's toolsy. If he's got the arm, if he's got the athleticism, if he's got it from the neck up, but just wasn't necessarily required to display it at Michigan because of the way Jim Harbaugh wanted to play or because of the team around him, because of his circumstances, doesn't mean that a coach can't be convinced into projecting what he could be at the next level, if that makes sense. Because conversely, it's like, look, what's funny is we do both. We overdraft quarterbacks, overhype quarterbacks, overthink quarterbacks, But then on the other hand, start to nitpick quarterbacks. Look, on one hand, you got JJ McCarthy and, you know, how he checks all these boxes, even though for the most part we never saw him do a lot of things at Michigan. Meanwhile, you got Caleb Williams trying to carry an awful defense with a leaky offensive line. And his biggest criticism, and we laughed about this before, is that he may not play in structure. I tend to think, give me a guy who operates well when stuff breaks down off schedule, as they say,
exactly,
as opposed to a guy where things have to be perfect all the time for him to make plays. I'm thinking he could be reined in, and I'm thinking he'll take the easy stuff if it's there. I don't think he's going to look off a wide open DJ Moore or a wide open Keenan Allen or a wide open Cole Kmet and be like, nah, I'm straight. Let me pirouette and, you know, throw across my body just for shits and gigs. You know, like, we overthink quarterbacks in general, in both extremes.
Yeah, and that's really a coaching criticism, isn't it? That's a coaching. Doesn't that sound like your most uptight teacher that you ever had? The dot the I's, cross the T's teacher.
Don't color outside the lines. You know?
Who says
I needed single space.
No, the essay should be like this. You got to have the topic sentence here. Paragraph 2 should be for this. Paragraph 4 should be, and you should always end it with, in conclusion, comma. And they don't understand a visionary. They don't understand somebody who is a freestyler, but also can do the ordinary stuff. The ordinary stuff at times, and I guess it's a criticism, ordinary stuff is boring to them because they see things that other people don't. So you really criticize a guy for really operating at his highest level when things break down. Most of the time, things will break down. Things will go wrong, coach.
A lot of times
coach,
they will. Yeah.
Your scheme, your game plan. By the first quarter, by mid-first quarter, maybe mid-second quarter, what you thought would happen in the game plan is not going to happen.
Right.
See, like that whole mentality, and I'm not going to get off on a tangent. I'll just say this really quickly. I think he's learned his lesson since he's won a Super Bowl since then. That whole mentality cost Sean McVay a Super Bowl. A fighting chance at winning a Super Bowl because he thought the Patriots were going to play man. The Super Bowl, they scored 3 points. He thought the Patriots were going to play man, and they came out zone. And he had no answers for it. Things broke down. Hey, coach, things broke down. I bet you'd love to have somebody who could go off script right now, or maybe a coach who could go off script. But like, as a matter of fact,
in fact, what am I doing on brain detail?
That's right. I don't want to hear about players who go off script. Right. Give me a coach who can go off script. Can you go off the script? The coach is always there with the, there it is, reading off the script. Can you go off the script? And can you do something when things don't go as planned? That's what I want to see. Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.